That was John Cornyn's office calling back. It's 3:30. I called him down there. Told him that I'm hurting, and I can't cope with this. And so they called the VA, and a psychiatrist calls me back because I'm in back pain. Which is a prime example of them not listening to what's being said. I call them and tell them that I'm hurting, and they call the VA down there and say the guy's hurting, and the psychiatrist calls me and wants to put me on all these psych meds. They do nothing for my back or my neck. Some surgery that's months down the road. I don't even know how I'm going to get down there to do these MRIs and all these tests that they want before the surgery. But they call me back, and I try to tell them then that whatever y'all are doing, the VA is finding a way to block it or get around it. And they just keep saying the same thing. It's training problems. We're working on it and we're fixing it, but they're not fixing nothing. They're supposed to be involved with your social worker, supposed to be involved with your case, and months go by. I haven't seen somebody in months. And I complained about that, and so they threatened to take away my housing voucher that helps me live here because I'm not happy with them not doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's their answer is to make things even harder on me and force me to have to go up there to see the doctor, and I can't hardly get up there. Put me in a clinic that's outside of the Metro Lift area where I can't use the Metro people to transport me. Forcing me to go up there and use my cane, and it's making my wrist hurt so bad I can't hardly use my hand now at all. It's hurting so bad. And that's something that hadn't been bothering me for a long time. I've re-aggravated that now. I'm trying to do these things, and it's all because they're not doing their job or what they're supposed to be doing, and then they tell everybody that they're working on it. They're not doing nothing. They tell me to walk in up there, and I already know that they're going to send me away and not do anything for me. But I told them that I will go do it, and I'll call him tomorrow and let him know, what they say, because I know they're just going to send me away. I told them already. And their answer was to send me to physical therapy again, and it hadn't worked yet. It's not working. I can't feasibly go through there and do all those exercises without hurting myself so bad I can't stand it. I can't hardly get to the place, let alone do all the exercises that they want me to do and get up in and out of the pool. It's all that stuff is just grinding this arthritis and joints. It's just killing me. They're totally incompetent down there, and they're just doing everything they can to hide that fact that they don't know what they're doing, and that's why so many veterans are sick. And that's what I told this guy at John Cornyn's office. You don't have to take my word for it. YouTube VA neglect. Go to disabledveterans.org and read the comments those guys are saying. There's a never-ending, continuous stream of veterans saying the same thing. And that's in my mind, I'm sure that's why so many veterans are committing suicide. You got issues that are already causing you problems. You go to somewhere where these people are saying that they're there to help you. They don't help you. So now you have to deal with that neglect, knowing that these people are supposed to help you and that they're not helping you. When you're trying to get somebody to help you with that, then it's just a big runaround. That just makes it all worse. Then you start feeling hopeless, on top of having to deal with the underlying issues that are bothering you. You have to deal with the neglect and abuse of the VA. And then when you try to go somewhere to get help from the nation that you fought to protect and find out that nobody cares, and you go to the VA and set yourself on fire or shoot yourself in the parking lot down there. I mean, these things are happening. And these guys aren't going to the VA and killing themselves at the VA for no reason. They're all trying to make a comment, that the media won't touch. The media won't touch it. I've tried to contact the Houston Chronicle and complain to them about this Veterans Choice Program. And then 4 or 5 months down the road, it comes out in the San Antonio paper. And then now all of a sudden they're calling me back saying, we want to talk to you about what's going on down there. They run one little article in the paper. That's it. And that's why things are the way they are at the VA, because the media is not doing its job. Congress is not doing its job. The people at the VA know that there's no accountability. There's no recourse or retribution for their incompetence and neglect. So, it's just all turned into just a thing about money down there. Jobs for people and contracts. They spend money down there and all this stuff, and it's all on the facility and on the people down there. But meanwhile, they're taking our benefits away. They're cutting our benefits in half, or not showing up, not training people. Where did they spending all this money from? I tried to contact the patient, the chief of staff down there. His office ain't even in the VA hospital. And it's not like there's not empty rooms all over that hospital. And they're leasing office space from somebody else. All about that money. And all at the cost of the veterans' lives. They're killing veterans down there to run that business the way that they're running it. They don't care about us. Nobody cares about us down there. They need you down there to get your Social Security number so that they can report that they saw you. Go down there and do a test. It's the wrong test. I got to go back. I couldn't hardly get down there for that one. Now I got to go at 35 miles back down there again to do it over. Because y'all messed up the first time. And this is everything. Every time there's something wrong. I mean, it's the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life. This place could not exist without the government funding it, because they would go broke. They would have no customers. And I don't know what to do. And I don't know what's going to wake people up. I don't know what's going to be the thing that, finally brings this around. But if I die, I don't want to die in vain. I want to make sure that everybody knows that, that if I commit suicide, it's because the VA has neglected me. And that everybody I've contacted to, my senator, my congressman, everybody has let me down. My friends, everybody. And I can't blame them. Who wants to talk to somebody who never has anything good to say? I'm slowly dying a little bit every day. Who would want to talk to somebody like that? There's nothing but problems to deal with. No joy in my life. I can't leave my house. I can't go out and do things. I can't hardly get to the store and back. To use a wheelchair to get my groceries out of the car. I can't go to the store without using one of the buggies. If they don't have a buggy at Kroger's, which oftentimes they don't, the things don't work. They're out of juice. I just have to turn around and come home. I can't shop that day. Can't walk through the grocery store without hurting myself. And this has been going on for me for 6 years. And all the media wants to talk about is Kim Kardashian That's all they got to talk about, really? People are going to wake up and know that, I mean, they use all these things to divert people's attention and not focus on the things that we need to focus on in this country to help protect these outrageous bureaucracies that are just raping the taxpayers, you know. No wonder they have all these foreign doctors down there, is I don't think they could find doctors that are American that would want to work down there that would go along with that. They have to find only the worst people in America will work at that place. Because it's a horrible place, and anybody with any moral fortitude that works down there knows it right away that what's going on down there is wrong. So they leave. I don't know. I've had former VA employees tell me that. Oh. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what to do to raise awareness to help us. But other than to say that the VA is neglecting us, is killing us, and y'all are paying for it.